Hey, hello, how are you? Welcome to Road Odyssey. I am Burke. Hope you're having a great day. And in this case, I hope you're kind of relaxed and open-minded for a little while here. Because I've got a very long script of my diatribe and video babble to share with y'all regarding deceptive videos and the channels that they reside in. So let me get started with this. Here we go. All of this is my opinion. Anything that can harm or disrupt my well-being, except maybe brandy and chocolate mints, just really disturbs me greatly. I don't trust anyone or any group of people that lie to me, and I presume you are the same way. Now, think of yourself going into a public restroom. You use a urinal, assuming you're a man. And so you go to the bathroom there at the urinal, and it's manual. You have to hold the handle to flush the urinal. And you go up and you think, nah, I might get sick from this. Well, is that any different than going out on YouTube, seeing all of these fake garbage videos, and I'm speaking primarily in terms of car content, and you see things that are like, this is garbage. Why do I want to disturb my well-being with garbage videos? You don't want to touch a urinal handle, so why do you want to watch garbage videos? I certainly do share my complaining about other people's videos content, thumbnails, clickbaits, and selfishness. I actually don't apologize. I feel bad, yet when someone is clever enough to use something like the YouTube platform to cookie cutter out multitudes of fake, completely not genuine videos, I do get flustered a lot. So I have explained in several of my videos in the past that I really feel like all these misinformation videos and video channels, they are just thieves, out and out thieves. They dupe and sucker people to view their clickbait garbage. They steal both time and money from the YouTube platform and pocket that money without any care or consequence. It is morally and ethically wrong. In this video, I have 4 main topics to go over, and that is how I spot and describe deceptive videos. Do U.S. laws and the YouTube guidelines stop deceptive videos? How deceptive channels survive, and are deceptive channels thieves? So let's get going. Keep going. Keep watching. Here we go. How do I spot and describe deceptive videos and channels? Really pretty obvious. Number one, the thumbnail image is nothing like anything that you would expect. So you'll have a old car picture, maybe still an artsy looking thumbnail image of something that is not even like what you're expecting. And then number two, still kind of the same thing, is the thumbnail image and any labeling that is overlaid on that image in that thumbnail is still, again, nothing what you expect. They just don't match up. They don't line up at all. Number three is the thumbnail, all its labeling and stuff, and the content images, video clips and whatnot, captions, sound bites, labels, etc. None of that lines up. They're all different. And then number four, There's no disclaimer or explanation of images and content justifying all of this contextual mismatching. You might see a disclaimer pop up, like boom, boom, it's gone. But even that disclaimer is garbage. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. And then the disclaimers for AI-generated images and context is claimed to be what they know. So that implies they're telling you facts, and that is not true. So their disclaimers are garbage. And then finally, the sound bites and phrases are replicated across multiple channels' videos. So in other words, any of the information from labelings and titles and wording that you might see in the video in its completion, in all of its context, is nothing more than staged, cliche, cookie cutter rhetoric with the constant use of buzzwords and hijacked phrases, and none of this jargon in the video lines up with what you would expect to actually be the truth. And you can kind of tell also that all of the dialogue seems to be cut and paste from one video to another, or something like that, with just a little bit of munging around. So it's pretty easy to tell that these videos are really, really bad just from the get-go. A quick side note here is at the end of the video, I should post and review 2 full transcripts so that you can see the nonsense that they contain, all the cliches and the lies. The first one is fairly legitimate, but you can still get the feel of the cookie cutterness of the video. And the second one, it is packed, literally packed with lies. So anyway, let's continue. Do U.S. laws and or YouTube guidelines have the meat and the bite to stop these deceptive videos and channels? Short answer is no. The first thing that I found as an example in U.S. law was the 18 U.S.C. 1038 law, which basically is saying that harm, number one, is defined as an adverse effect on social interest, fake information or hoax, being to convey false or misleading information under circumstances where such information may reasonably be believed, and then thus cause harm as a result. For example, if you allow someone to use your social media account to spread rumors of some crisis, you can be charged under that law. Or another one that is easy to come up with is somebody presents a prank on social media, and like an anonymous phone call or something to the authorities saying, oh, there's bombs that have been planted at numerous schools. Yeah, you'll be charged real fast. That would take YouTube videos off in a heartbeat. So in my mind, these deceptive videos and channels, they are clearly covered under freedom of speech. They are not enough for the U.S. law to be applicable as far as I can tell, although there may be some laws that I am unaware of. Now, when you look for misinformation in the YouTube guidelines, you'll find this about their fake hoax principles. They have the 4 R's, and they are pretty much, they will remove content that violates their policies, reduce recommendations. If they're really bad, they'll send the videos up to authorities for whatever to happen. And they will supposedly reward trusted creators. So that's their 4 R's, which sounds good, but what is their actual guidelines that might help us get rid of these terrible videos? Well, first, YouTube does not allow misleading or deceptive content that possess a risk of egregious harm. So these car videos, they don't do that. They're egregious mentally to me, but anyway. So secondly, the community guidelines, you've got to prove that these videos present fake engagement. And to me, they do. And because they're just lies. So in a cursory viewing of the deceptive channels, they appear to be increasing their numbers of views by serving up a high capacity assembly line of videos to unsuspecting viewers through deception for the sole purpose of financial gains. Could these channels fit this description? I really do think so. The YouTube guidelines don't allow channels dedicated to artificial channel engagement traffic or promoting businesses that exist for this sole purpose. Remember that. Artificial channel engagement. So these deceptive channels fit that description. I think the deceptive channels are certainly pushing well into or even past the gray areas of violating the YouTube guidelines. I mean, sure sounds like it, doesn't it? So how do these deceptive channels survive? Well, I've already told you part of it. U.S. laws are not applicable at all. And the deceptive channels may go against YouTube's spam, deceptive practices, and scam practices guidelines. Firstly, the videos are bordering on video spam, but they don't meet the full definition of spam or scam. Secondly, the videos are providing misleading thumbnails, which is clickbait, but a lot of us do that. Even though the thumbnails are 100% lies, hands down lies, you would have to prove intent behind these thumbnails. So you got to go deeper. For example, just because they might show a C7 Corvette when they're talking about a C9 and the C9 doesn't even exist, that doesn't really correlate with deceptive intent, not in that one small perspective. I think it would be difficult to prove malicious intent, even with the inclusion of any text and audible content within the videos. It would just be really hard. But by reviewing the consistency and proliferation of videos from these deceptive channels and the multitude of lies and close resemblance between each channel, almost like cloning, that an intent of spam and or scam would most certainly be applicable. There is certainly a willfulness on a daily basis for these channels to consistently publish their lies. That behavior, to me, demonstrates full intent on mass-producing spam or scams, deceptive practicing merely to deceive viewers. To me, the logic does exist. I mean, prove me wrong. I mean, get out there and do your research and see what you think. But is this enough for YouTube to focus on them? Probably not. Are these deceptive channels thieves? Well, I mean, partly why I'm making this video is because I really do think they are. So if they have an intent to deceive people, well then what is their motivation? Money? Yep, I think so. Common sense should tell you that the proliferation of virtually identical car-focused deceptive channels, their purpose is to solicit views for the sake of gaining profit. So, do you actually think that all of these channels are honestly trying to flood our car community with videos that are, how should I say, they're honest, fact-driven, exciting, cutting-edge, up-to-date, insider information for our benefit? Do you really think that that's true? No, because there's too many lies. They're so cookie cutter, it is incredible. So no, that does not stack up. And to me, when you look at them and think in this point of view, that these channels are intentionally and motivationally, for their own sake, engaging in artificial channel trafficking. They want to make money. And in my mind, they are certainly morally and ethically considered thieves. In conclusion, the problem is that YouTube is a business. And if a channel brings in views and, people watch these ads, even if for a second, YouTube profits. There's not enough of an incentive or motivation for YouTube to stop these deceptive channels and knock out their videos. So there you go. I just really don't think there's enough there. There is misinformation. Lies are misinformation. Labels on prescription drugs can't lie, supposedly. Labels on foods can't lie, supposedly. Incongruency between images and text. Incongruency between images and sound bites. Incongruency between images and the subject matter are all misinformation. Misinformation is lying. So anyone can read the transcripts from these videos and find 100% blatant, obvious lies. There is, indirectly though it may seem, harm to legitimate YouTube channels because viewers' time, a viewer's time spent on a video is channeling these viewers away from the honest and good car content channels. And so the good car content channels are therefore losing out on their ad revenue money. And so flooding the car content community with garbage waters down that ad revenue. And so to me, it just illustrates that these people really are thieves. So I really think that if YouTube could pick up on all of this, and I believe they would probably have these channels either be changed or just remove their content. But here again, YouTube is a business. There are billions of videos on YouTube, and it would be a huge task for the YouTube people to find these channels and handle them if it wasn't for us. We would have to notify YouTube of these bad channels. Oh, well, guess what? We can report a channel. But when you go to read up on reporting a channel, what does that mean? Yeah, you can report a channel and you can type in something nasty about the channel, but reporting a channel doesn't really work that way. That's not its mechanism. It doesn't have a clickable bullet item that says, hey, this channel is obviously full of lies. And you don't have a little descriptor box where you can cut and paste out of the transcript for that channel or any of its videos what that garbage is, what the lies are. It's not there. So reporting a channel, from what little bit I've seen, it doesn't work. But you can report a video. So reporting a video might work. You can try that. I've reported a few, but there is just a billion of them. I mean, in this video, I've shown you 49, if not more, YouTube channels that practice this evil intent. So 49 channels out of, just say they have 50 videos. Man, that is a huge number of videos to go through. So we just need to remember that it takes us to review these videos and, you know, do the best we can to start reporting them. And my intent of making this video is to get the word out and to kind of shut these channels down, or see if they wouldn't change to be better and to be more honest, and to relegate viewers to actually watch good, honest channels, and to learn to recognize the good from the bad. So how do you feel about this? Do you not like these deceptive channels? Do you like them? There are redeeming qualities of these really crappy channels. They have cool artwork. The artwork is really nice, but you can go to honest channels. You can just go out and Google really cool car content images and see all this stuff without aiding and abetting these really crappy channels. So anyway, I guess with that, I'm totally cooked. I hope you understand what I'm trying to do here. So please relax, take it easy, and I will see you later. Bye. I mentioned earlier in the video I wanted to go over the two transcripts. So let's start with the 2025 Ford Mustang. Similar phrasing between this and the C9 Corvette transcript I'll show you in a second. Striking evolution, aggressive stance, maintaining legacy, sculpted grille, blah, 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 sleek narrow headlights, in cockpit. The lie in this video is the GT500 variant will be available. No, it's discontinued. Lie. As for the 2025 C9, which does not exist at all, here again, evolution, aggressive aerodynamics, aggressiveness, slimmer LED headlights in cockpit. So there's similar phraseology going on here. The lies, 2025 C9, lie. Body panels from carbon fiber, lie. 15-inch display, lie. Steering wheel inspired by Formula One, don't think so. 750 horsepower, lie. Electric motor front axle for combined 950 horsepower, lie. All-wheel drive, lie. Top speed of over 210, lie. So the car doesn't exist. All this stuff is a lie. It's a hogwash of garbage that could have been compiled from stealing variant retrospective ideas from the E-Ray and the C8ZR1. So there you go. Lie after lie.